Hello everyone. Today we're going to solve two questions. One is leaders in an array or array leaders in GFG. Okay, and another question is length of last word in lead code. Okay, so for the first question, you are given an array ERR of positive integers. Your task is to find all leaders in the array. An element is considered a leader if it is greater than or equal to all elements to its right. So, like for this example, uh, uh, 16 is not greater to all elements to its right. Like 17 is greater than 16, so 16 is not an leader. Okay, not a leader. Now 17 is greater or equal to all elements to its right, so 17 is a leader. Now 4 is not a leader, as 4 is not greater or equal than all the elements to its right. 5 is greater than 4, so 4 is not a leader. Similarly, 3 is not a leader. Now 5. 5 is greater than or equal to all elements that to its left, so 5 is also a leader. Now 2. There is nothing towards right of 2, therefore 2 is by default a leader. So I hope you understand the question. Now let's try to solve this. So as we are going comparing to all elements to its right, we're going to start from the rightmost element and then traverse left. Okay, and keep a greater variable. So we first initialize greater to the first, I mean the last element of the array, that is 2, and keep an answer list so that uh, we can store our answers. Okay, so first 2. From the loop, we come to, is 2 greater than or equal to the greater value? Yes, therefore we store 2 in our answer and update our greater to the value itself. Now 5. Is 5 greater than or equal to greater variable? Yes, therefore we update greater to 5 and append 5 to our answer list. Okay. Now 3. Is 3 greater than greater? No. Therefore, we move on. Now 4. Is 4 larger or equal to greater variable? No. Therefore, we move on. Now 17. Is 17 larger or equal to greater? Yes. Therefore, we update greater to 17 and append 17 to our answer. Okay. So now 16. Is 16 larger or equal to greater? No. Therefore, we, we no need to do anything, and then we can move like this. Okay. So what you can do is, so for the code part, we're going to initialize an empty list. Okay, and we're going to use a greater variable to store the initial value of greater will be the last value of error. Okay, so now we run the loop in reverse order. So for I in reversed reversed error, so all elements will come in reverse order. Okay, so reverse, if I greater than equal to greater, we will update greater equal to I and append answer dot append I. Okay, now this loop will create this array, but you see that uh, the output is in reverse of this array, so we have to reverse the array. We may return answer, and this syntax will reverse the array in Python. So let's run it now. Okay, and it's correct, and let's submit. Yes, it has passed all test cases. So I you have understand the algorithm that we are keeping the greater as the last element of the array, then we are traversing from the end, and if any element is greater or equal to greater, we update the greater variable and append the value to our answer, then we return answer in a reversed order. So this question is done. Now we move to the next question. The question is length of last word. Okay, so there will be given a sentence like hello world, or any sentence like so many spaces here, so many space, then fly space me, then so many space to the moon, like this. Okay, so you have to return the length of the last word from each sentence. Here this is not a word, but the moon is the word, so the length of the last word is 4, hence the output here is 4. So we can do one thing, we can split the sentence into words. Okay, so words equal to, we can split s dot split. So therefore in words we will have a list like a list like um, first will be hello, then world, like this. Okay, so if so now we can access the last element and return the length of the last element. So return len words of -1, that will, it will give the last element and it will give the length of the last element. So let's run it. Test case passed. Now submit, and yes, it is accepted. So we are splitting all the words in, all the sentence into words and keep it in words. Now we access the length of the last element. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel.